mere mention of a Spartan phalanx struck paralyzing fear into the hearts of every soul in Greece. They were the untouchable masters of war, but while Alexander the Great was busy dismantling the Persian Empire, a desperate Spartan king made a final bloody gamble to reclaim their lost glory. It would end in a slaughter so absolute, it was dismissed as a mere battle of mice. By the year 331 before the Common Era, the world had changed, but Sparta had not. While the rest of the Greek world had bowed their heads to the young King Alexander of Macedon, the Spartans remained a cold, isolated pocket of defiance. They had refused to join his grand crusade against Persia, viewing the Macedonian hegemony not as a leadership of Greeks, but as a crude northern yoke placed upon the necks of true warriors. To the Spartans, Alexander was an upstart, and his father, Philip, a man who had merely bought his way to power. But the reality on the ground was sobering. The legendary Spartan population had dwindled, and their once mighty reach was now confined to the Peloponnese. Yet, in the heart of King Agis III, the old fire of Lycurgus still burned. He looked across the Aegean and saw his opportunity. Alexander was thousands of miles away, entangled in the endless deserts and mountains of the east. The master of Asia was vulnerable at home, or so Agis believed. With a heavy purse of Persian gold and a heart full of ancestral pride, the Spartan king began to gather an army of those who still remembered what it meant to be free. With Alexander's armies deep in the heart of the Persian Empire, the Greek mainland felt strangely hollow. Sensing this vacuum, King Agis moved with a calculated desperation. He did not rely on the depleted ranks of Spartan citizens alone. Instead, he used 10 talents of Persian gold to secure the services of 8,000 battle-hardened Greek mercenaries, men who had survived the slaughter at Issus and held a bitter grudge against the Macedonian machine. Agis marched through the Peloponnese, rallying the Elis, the Achaeans and the Arcadians to his banner. His target was Megalopolis, a city specifically founded decades earlier to act as a check against Spartan expansion. To Agis, Megalopolis was a living insult, a fortress of Macedonian influence sitting on his very doorstep. He laid siege to its walls, confident that the great king of Macedon was too far away to interfere, but Agis had underestimated the man Alexander had left behind. Antipater, the veteran regent of Macedonia, was a man of cold efficiency and unwavering loyalty. While Agis believed the regent was occupied with a revolt in Thrace, Antipater was already moving. He understood that a Spartan victory at Megalopolis could ignite a wildfire across all of Greece. With a speed that mirrored his king's own lightning campaigns, Antipater raised an enormous levy. He marched south with 40,000 men, an army nearly double the size of the Spartan coalition. The stage was set for a collision that would decide if the old ways of the city-state could survive in the new age of empires. The air near Megalopolis was thick with the scent of pine and the cold metallic tang of bronze as the two massive hosts finally converged. It was a sight that had not